evidence. He needed a why. He began a forensic sweep of their life. He opened their shared iMac, but the browser history was a desert, wiped clean at 11 p.m. the night before. He checked their bank accounts, but there were no large withdrawals, no suspicious charges at jewelry stores or hotels. Then he moved to the physical. He searched her vanity, her desk, the pockets of her winter coats. He felt like a scavenger picking through the ruins of a fallen civilization. Finally, in the back of a kitchen drawer, tucked inside a tattered copy of The Joy of Cooking that Julianne's grandmother had given her, he found a small, crumpled slip of paper. It was a receipt from the Rusty Anchor, a dive bar in a rough part of the Chicago shipyards, dated 3 weeks ago. On the back, in a jagged, aggressive scrawl that certainly wasn't Julianne's, were the words, "The debt is called in, Jules. 10 years is long enough. Meet me where the water turns black. Don't be late." Ethan drove to the city with a sense of impending doom. The Chicago shipyards were a far cry from the manicured lawns of Oak Creek. The air smelled of salt, rust, and diesel. The Rusty Anchor was a low-slung building with boarded-up windows and a neon sign that buzzed like a dying insect. He stepped inside, his expensive wool coat marking him as a target immediately. He sat at the bar and ordered a whiskey he didn't want. He showed a photo of Julianne to the bartender, a man whose face looked like a roadmap of bad decisions. "Have you seen her? She would have been here about 3 weeks ago, probably with a man." The bartender barely glanced at the photo. "Yeah, I remember. Hard to forget a girl who looks like she belongs on a yacht sitting in a dump like this. She was with a guy who looked like he'd crawled out of a storm drain. Tall, scarred up, eyes like a shark. They didn't look like they were on a date, buddy. They looked like they were negotiating a hostage release." He called her Butterfly. "That ring a bell?" "Butterfly?" Ethan whispered. It didn't. He realized he didn't even know her pet names. Did he give a name? He didn't have to. Everyone around here knows the Vane family, or what's left of them. That was Leo Vane, the brother who was supposed to have died in that warehouse fire back in 16. The name Vane sent a shiver down Ethan's spine. When he first started dating Julianne, her father, Arthur Whitlock, had warned him about the trash in the city. The Vanes were a rival family in the shipping and offshore logistics business, a clan known for being as ruthless as they were wealthy. The Whitlocks and the Vanes had been locked in a bitter legal and commercial war for generations over terminal rights in the Great Lakes. Ethan drove straight to his father-in-law's estate in Lake Forest. Arthur Whitlock was sitting in his library surrounded by first-edition books and the smell of expensive tobacco. "Ethan,"